Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Bobby Hemphill is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Here's D. Gordon now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Now the first pitch from CC. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
Digging in, Christian Yelich. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Judge ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting third.
So striding in, Brian Anderson. Here's the first pitch to him. On the line, that's a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Anderson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, and the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
That is it. The designated hitter.
In now, Diaz.
Number 3.
A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now from Yankee Stadium. It's now 2-0 Miami. Trevor Richards, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First offering on its way. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. Ripped down the first base line. A dive, and he can't hang on. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Troy Tulowitzki, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Richards is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage, and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back now for the second inning in the Bronx, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Batting 7.
Stepping in now, Justin Bour. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Gone into Monument Park. It's a solo shot for Justin Bour, and the Marlins open it up now 4-0.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
Batting 8. The catcher.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. Line drive, base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Here's Starlin Castro as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Hemphill is right there, one down.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon. Has a look, now the pitch. Real Muto's running. No balls and a strike to count. Soft liner to the right side. Tulowitzki for one. On to the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Marlins lead this one 4-0. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, we'd be remiss if we didn't focus on the Gold Glover at second base, D. Gordon. He can beat you in so many ways on the base pass, but let's not kid ourselves. Athleticism allows him to make some pretty special plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
And he fouls this one off. Sanchez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
Stepping up now, Bobby Hemphill. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 1. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Hemphill has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base and he's thinking about second and third.
And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. The Yanks leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready ready for another chance. Christian Yelich. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Sabathia ready with the 0-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Hemphill ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich, and the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Up next for the Marlins.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson.
Brian Anderson.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Around first, digging for two. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least two bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move. That'll be all tonight for CC Sabathia. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Stephen Tarpley is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. In now, Giancarlo Stanton. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row. But you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gap.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
So one out now for the Marlins in their half of the third, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Stepping in now, Justin Bohr. And he will flail at a fastball here to start things out. Not looking for that, apparently, and it's strike one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And he'll make the catch on the warning track as he just stuck his glove up in midair and hoped for the best that time. And there are two away now.
The batter.
Up next from Miami, JT Realmuto. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins on top, 7-0. So stepping in, Greg Bird.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Greg Bird.
First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high
Batting
fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 out, no Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for Miami.
Standing in, Starlin Castro. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman, D. Gordon.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, D. Gordon. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. From the stretch. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Christian
Yelich. Ready now for the Marlins, Christian Yelich. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
The third base.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's taken in straight away right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. line towards center field. Hemphill is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Diaz. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Miami's out in front, 9-0. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Yelich is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
Now in the box,
shortstop,
Troy Tulowitzki. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. 2-0 now. 2-0 count, the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
On too hard.
Into the box, Miguel Andujar. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that's in there for strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ozuna is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Ozuna.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row. But you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Up next for the
Final
Marlins,
line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. 2 gone.
the batter.
Digging in and looking for more. Starlin Castro. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Line to the right side. Judge is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. But the Marlins tack on one more courtesy of the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Marlins 10 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The center fielder, Bobby Hemphill.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Hemphill aboard here at first with nobody out. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Greg Bird is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Looped out toward third. To second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A ball and a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They're down 9. It's 10-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, D. Gordon. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
D. Gordon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions. Stay up the middle and keep that one fair.
That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Gardner. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Christian Yelich, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Judge is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard liner to center field. Hemphill is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
For the Yankees.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his
on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses, and we're even at 2 and 2. Hard hit at third. Anderson is there. Throw on to Board takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Marlins 10. Back here in the Bronx. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Dylan Betances comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Striding forward now is the DH. Diaz. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
In the air to center field and deep back at the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they just continue to pour it on here.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
The center fielder,
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Fouled off. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Here's the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Jonathan Holder enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Into the box, Justin Bour. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher,
Stepping up to the plate, JT Realmuto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Still only one out in the inning. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
In now, Starlin Castro, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Calling for it, Hemphill, and that's the second out of the inning. Ready once again, D. Gordon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
No balls and one strike. Realmuto stands at second with two gone. Now a line drive to short, but caught out there by Tulowitzki. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. So two runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Seventh inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Marlins lead this one 12-1. At the plate,
Leading off for the Yankees.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A.J. Ramos gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Hemphill.
Settling in now, Bobby Hemphill. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Moore is over and he puts it away for the first out. Ready now, Greg Bird. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Comes set and the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Runners on first with one down. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Standing in now, Brett Gardner. And he puts it on the ground to second. To Castro up the bag, and that ends the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Marlins on top, 12-1. So coming to the plate, Christian Yelich. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hemphill has it in his tracks. One down.
Now back
Into the box, Brian Anderson. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Andujar brings it in. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Giancarlo Stanton. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. And I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder,
Marcell Ozuna will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left is 4th in the ball game as this lead got even wider.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in 1 game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Tommy Kahnle comes on to pitch now hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Tommy Kahnle.
Stepping in now, Justin Bour. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hemphill sprinting after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
Drew Steckenrider is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First offering on its way. Ball 1. Liner towards second. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Ozuna is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Troy Tulowitzki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and they remain well behind. Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. Has prior history in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Hemphill is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Starlin Castro. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro as they just continue to pour it on here. This has almost been a superhuman performance from this lineup. 10 home runs in the game. When's the last time you can remember a team knocking that many balls out of the park?
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. You know what, D-Row, when the wind's blowing out like it is today, you're going to see a lot of home runs, and that's what we saw.
Yeah, Dan, you know this as a pitcher. You can miss hit a ball, and it's going to the cheap seats today. They did an excellent job of changing their approach and getting balls in the air.
And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. This is pulled into right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 2. First pitch coming, here it is. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Hemphill looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues. Zach Britton enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
53, Zach
Brian Anderson will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Batting, third baseman, Brian.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Judge. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Standing in, Gary Sanchez.
Leading off for the Yankees, the catcher, Gary.
Dan Straley, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 58, Dan.
The windup and the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Striding
now
into the box, Miguel Andujar. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
1-2.
The 1-2. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And he'll reach second now with one away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. In now, Bobby Hemphill. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
17-1 this evening. Miami with a big total of 22 hits. Trevor Richards is the winning pitcher of record. CC Sabathia struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game,